this is it, race week. Very excited. Just thought I'd run through a bit of my kit with you, just show you what I'm taking, what my go-to kit is. 108 miles this Saturday, really excited, can't wait. Been a long time coming now, been over a year since I've been training and I just want to get going. So let's get straight into it. So the pack that I'm using, my pack of choice, is the Innovate Race Pack 20. A couple of patches from previous races on there. But it does everything I need, it's not too big. That's all my kit, my mandatory kit and bits I need in there. Other than that, the other bits that I need will be on me or attached to me with belts and stuff. Yeah, I managed to get everything in there and it's not too heavy, which is brilliant. One of the things I like about this pack the most is the attachment to keep the bottle lids from falling. Very good, it just attaches on, tightens up around the bottle. Others have similar devices, but this one holds them in perfectly. A nice big pocket for snacks and stuff in there. Then you've got a pocket around this side, and I like these as well. These just pop in. Drinks bottles, I've got 2 big drinks bottles that I'm going to put in each side of those. And also my mandatory cup. I need to find a bit of a small one from my camping collection, but that just fits in. Pretty good, and then my bottle's going to slot in there. There we go, that's my race pack. I'll go through everything that's inside it in just a minute. I also wear the Innovate Race belt. That's where I put all my main snacks there. That's the go-to proper snacks. That one will hold my gels and tablets, the more sports nutrition stuff. And this will be the snacks and treats, the Reese's Pieces, that sort of thing. That fits, I wear it on my front so I can have access to it. Makes it nice and easy. I also have in here a little sport to eat my peaches. My sunglasses will go in there. Got this off Vinted. Just had to patch it up with some gaffer tape. It was a little bit ripped, but right, it's working well. I also wear this. This is the compression race belt. You can put bits inside it. It's good for like a 5-10k. Or you just want to go out and do a quick run, you can put your phone and keys in there with no hassle. So I'll wear that. The main reason I'm wearing that is for these. These will hold my poles. So I use the Harrier Helvellyn Pros. Worth the money then, they're really good, really lightweight. And they attach in here. So they attach on the back. That one on the front attached, put that on first, then I attach that round and it all just works well, as you can see. They don't move about, it's really good, and I can quickly just get the poles out, snap them together, on my way. This is just my race day attire. That'll go in that little bag that I'll wear on the day. Nothing special there. I've got a 300 gram floor gel that I'm going to put half into a 500ml soft flask. One for the start and one for my check. That's all my instructions. I've got an elevation chart that I've made smaller. I'm going to write on it. It's just got points on there, trigger points, so I know where I'm climbing to and when I get there. It's got like Nikki's food bar, the checkpoint, potential sleep spots, potential water points, just little bits of information that will just keep me occupied, something to look at. This is going to go in my drop bag. That's for checkpoint 1, so that's going to be in my drop bag. And in there I've got some extra gels and chews, extra to go alongside that. I've got some salt tabs, I've got some of the hydration packets, and I've got my normal magnesium bits that I take on a daily basis. So I've got one of them for the start, one of them for the checkpoint. That's going to be in my drop bag as just a top up to see where I'm up to. I'm going to start with a couple of these sachets in one of my drinks bottles, and then that's got some paracetamol, and I need to do a foot care bag and an extra med kit for in here just in case. I have got one to carry, but it's handy just to have some top up. This is my mandatory food that I need to take. This is going to be mixed between both start, one bars, boosts. It's all good stuff. I could go on with that. That's just brilliant. Reese's, absolute fantastic. So half of that will be in my Innovate pouch, and the other half will be in there to fill up at the checkpoint. I'm also going to have some real food inside. I like a meat and potato pie, steak bake. Might have some pizza, not decided yet. There'll definitely be some peaches. They'll all be in there. I'm going to put some cool packs in as well. So hopefully it can keep them cool. Going on to the drop bag. Mandatory kit for the drop bag is a towel, which I've got in case I have a shower. Just depends how I feel. I don't feel it's a bit early for me, but we'll see. And then that one's for my feet. I'm going to take my shoes off, clean my feet with some baby wipes, and then dry them. And then you also need some sliders for around the checkpoint. You also need a small sleeping bag. And that's just in case you decide to sleep. You can stay 6 hours at the checkpoint. Some spare waterproof socks. So the mandatory bits are the sleeping bag, the towel and the sliders. Everything else is my personal choice. So in this one, I've got a full change of clothes, everything that I need to change into, just to freshen up for another, it'll be probably 50, 60 miles left to do. And then in here, I've got just some extra bits and bobs. So I've got an extra one and a couple of additional pairs of gloves in case my other ones have been wet for the start of the race. I've got something else that I can just leave the checkpoint feeling absolutely fine. I've got a gilet just to add an extra layer if it's starting to get cold, but it's not too bad. I don't have to go in there. I can just keep topping up. And I've got a warmer buff to wear. I've also got a toothbrush. You take on so much sugary food, it's nice to just give your teeth a bit of a brush, get them nice and fresh. And then I've got a bit of jungle spray to put on. I put it on at the start of the race, but I put one in my drop bag. Just spray on, just keeps midges and bugs at bay. Say no more. Hot noodle, I don't know what that's for. And then I've got some wipes just for clean. See, I just need to put some wires. All the electrical I haven't got out, because I obviously need to plan and prepare and charge all that. So in here I've just got a bit of stuff that I might need. So the main thing you can see is all soft glass. Got a water filter on. Very good for on the trails, very long lasting. Doesn't protect against everything, but usually out in the hills, fast flowing streams, usually alright. It'll do most bugs and viruses, I think, but it's really handy to have if you just want to top up your water and the stream looks alright. You tend to be alright. I've never been ill off it. Electrolyte. I've got 3 precision hydration carb drink mixes with 100 milligrams of sodium in them. I'll have one the night before the race, one the morning of the race, and one at checkpoints. Jungle spray for the morning. Chaffing. Sun cream in case it's nice. An additional small one I can put in my pack in case it's warm. It doesn't look like it's going to be, but I'll probably just do my arms and face and head. And then I've got 6 tailwinds. They're all split. I'll probably just have a couple in there, and then mix them in the other bags. Probably have 1 or 2 to start with as well. I'm just got my race day shoes, the Hoka Speed Goat 6s. Really like these. These are the comfiest shoes I've worn. The 5s were brilliant, the 6s are great. The only problem I have is they just split. They split. These 5s used to split here, and the 6s have started splitting here. Pulling off, very comfortable. I just had to put them aside after my last race, and I've only worn them a couple of times since. My feet are well used to those. Here, this is just some snacks. I like a Lucas Voice. I'll have a couple of them probably in that soft front bit, loose. And I've also got some Dr. Peppers as well, which I love. I've got some deodorant for the bag, and waterproof plasters, little salt crisps. I've been looking for these for weeks, and then I found them today in Home Bargains. There was only one on the shelf. I was absolutely gutted, but at least I've got one. I can have that, but I'm really struggling. Some chocolate bars. I like white chocolate. I've just put them into a food bag and then just dip in them. I've also got dairy milk. I won't put that in a food bag because that'll probably. I've got a protein flapjack going, peaches. You know I love my peaches. Custard. I might have that in my drop bag. I can just snip it, chug it down. Yeah, that's going in there. So Thursday night is my last preparation. Friday morning, I've got to drive down to the checkpoint, do kit check, drive back, then get ready, drive back in the morning again. So what's in here? Look at that. I'm really impressed with how well that's done. So let's take a look at what I need to carry. One of the reasons I like this bag is because it zips all the way down. You've got access all the way in. Some of the other ones come across and at the top there. So that is my head torch, spare batteries, spare head torch and battery pack. That has got my 100 calories of food that I need to carry, spare socks, waterproof glove, neck warmer and hat. Not going to get it all out, you know what a hat looks like. Goggles, bivy bag, map, med kit, and then in my med kit got everything labelled up. Antihistamines, compeeds, needle, hydration salts. I need to, if I'm struggling 90 miles in and I need something out of my bag, I need to know what it is and where it is. Then I've also got my toilet bag. That's got some poo bags, shovel, some tissues. Don't need to tell you what that's for. As you can see, I like these waterproof bags. 2 reasons. One, the colour. Colour tells me where everything is. I've got it all colour coded. I don't know if you can see it on there, but everything's colour coded. I know which bag has which items in it. Did have them labelled up, but the stickers come off. And they're obviously waterproof. They tie around, so from sweat and rain, they will stay nice and protected. Everything in the back is in a bag. Then this one's got my long sleeve base layer leggings, insulated fleece layer, and waterproof trousers. And I've got a bit of room in here to put some extra food, steak bake, pizza, cheese butties. So this is my waterproof jacket. It's the Montaigne, I don't know the name of it, but it's really good. The first time I went to use it, I left it on the floor. I was messing around with some drinks bottles and I spilled just nearly a litre of water all over the jacket, and I was like, oh, I've not even worn it yet. I picked it up, hung it up to dry, cleaned up the water, and then literally all the water had just run off it. The beading on it, the water repellent rating, 20,000 hydrostatic head is fantastic. It just literally, I'll show you, just watch that, look at that. Just doesn't even stay on. But yeah, you can see, it just literally flies off. I highly recommend investing in a good jacket. I didn't go for lightweight, but it is really light as well, which is brilliant. It folds up quite small, but yeah, I went for something that's just going to last and a lot more durable. You can get away with cheaper ones on smaller runs. I have used the high estate ones off sportshoes.com. They've done me proud up until now. But I thought doing 108 miles, just wanted to get myself something proper. Got to put the money where it's needed, I think. Now my counter's all wet. So thanks for watching my video. Hope you found it useful. If you've got any comments about the kit that I'm using, drop it in the comments below. Feedback is great. If there's any clangers in there or anything that you feel I've missed. Obviously it's not all of my equipment, some of it I haven't pointed out, my whistle and compass and things like that, but it's just the main bits, the trainers, the pack, just to help give you an understanding of what it takes to take on the spine and what equipment it is. The winter spine, there is a lot more kit. That's one of the reasons I picked the summer one, because it's a lot less, it's a lot lighter. You can carry a pack like this and get away with it. I would never take this one on the winter spine, it just wouldn't do what you need it to do. You need to take a lot more food, a lot more equipment, a lot more spare clothing. So yeah, that's why I picked the summer spine, just for ease. Obviously the weather's better as well, although it is looking like it might rain. But yeah, I'm always open to feedback, so if you can drop that in the comments, that'd be excellent. But yeah, it's all stuff that I've used myself over the years. I've bought it over time. Poles, for example, I think they're my 3rd set of poles. I bought a cheap set to begin with just to get used to them, then a slightly better one, then the carbon ones. The race pack, I've had 5, I think, of those, and you just build them up over time. You know, if you're just starting out, there's no need to buy something too expensive. But to be fair, the Innovate range is quite reasonably priced. The Harrier range as well, you can get a decent pack. I think this one was only £60–70 when I got it last year, which is really good. Some of the Salomon ones are 130. for not even that size, but the most common size is probably 10-12 litres, so them ones tend to be a little bit more expensive because they're more in demand. The bigger ones you can actually get better value on, I find. My hydration choices, obviously the sports nutrition, I've gone for Precision Hydration Fuel, which I've used for years now. Get 20% off because I do a subscription every couple of months. A box arrives in the post, just make sure that you edit it to what you need. You can lower it to as little as £40, I think. This last box was 70 and that tipped me over to a 20% discount, which is great, but after this I'll probably drop off and just lower it, but it's nice to just keep that subscription going. You can push it back and bring it forward whenever you want as well, which I found really useful for races and just topping up equipment. Plus the stuff's really good, it's easy on the stomach. Thanks for watching.